Oh, we're live.
Look at that. Well, look at the light.
That is nice
It looks
light.
like two angry eyes.
Two angry eyes.
Yeah.
Looking over the Swedish town of Mariefred.
Yeah, but we're not angry.
How would you pronounce it?
Mariefred.
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 So before we get started and do anything, just a little word that you can hear us would be really nice.
A little thumbs up.
Can you hear us? Can you see us? Are you watching? You ready for an autumnal walk through Sweden? And then we'll get started.
So.
There's probably an advert playing or something. Sounds great. It's Carl.
Great.
Carl, who
Hey,
has
Carl.
a connection to Sweden, I believe. G'day, Carl. Hello,
G'day.
Deborah.
Hello. Hello.
So guess where we're standing, everybody?
Yeah, this is a special little place.
Jim and Cindy watching from Chicago. Ricky, okay, cool.
Okay, people coming in now. Great.
Hello! It's me and Lina. We are standing. How are you?
Great. How are you? How are you?
Yeah, how are you guys in there? We're standing at the top of the stairs of the very church where we got married 25 years ago.
You'll see better from downstairs. There are lots of steps leading down.
You didn't react to the 25 years.
Oh, what?
It flies quickly. Okay, I'm going to turn around.
Yeah.
There's people walking up the very steps we're about to walk down. But I'll show the
There's
church to give these guys a little bit of privacy. Here's this church where we got married. Whoa, we're too close maybe. We're too close.
I think so.
We'll come down. This way. Hey. Oh, it's a bit different now, isn't it, Lina? It's a bit colder than when we did it.
Well, the weather just changed, I feel like.
It changed almost overnight.
Yeah, and it also reminds me of the wedding because the weather sort of
Oh
changed
yeah, so
rapidly.
no spoiler alert, but I think a lot of you guys have probably read my book by now. I hope so. Anyone read it? Is anyone watching read it? Because the scene I described from here was I was standing at the top of those steps.
Woo.
There you go. Look, it says
It's really-
1624. Do you see it up there? That's how old the church is. 1624. Crazy. So I was standing at the top. Debbie Hall loved the book, and so did Deborah.
Aw.
Look, Debbie Hall and Deborah Ball. Wow, that's pretty cool.
Wow, you should form a duet.
A duet.
Duet.
So
Ball and ball.
I was standing here, and it was Lina, who was I would say very late to the wedding.
What?
Walked from there along here and all the villages.
What is it? Parisian 15 minutes.
Was that 15?
Yeah.
And we're
Sure.
gonna take you guys. Well, I should have said before. Hang on, before anything, look what I just spotted. This is an exotic Swedish.
Wildlife.
Can you see that?
Oh, whoa, that was a big finger there.
Hang on, a third Deborah, who read the book and loved it, has just chimed in.
What's her surname?
I don't think it said. Oh no, Kwasinski, maybe pronounced. I don't know. So anyway, yeah, Lina. Oh, there goes the rabbit. Do you see it?
Hey, cute.
This is like an Astrid Lindgren book. So here we are. What we're gonna do is show you from the church in the kind of center of town. What we're gonna do is from the church through the town, cobblestone streets, violently cobbled.
Yeah.
We'll show a bit of that too. Through the town,
That's the plan.
past the water
The harbour.
to the castle. To the
Yes.
castle
Yeah.
via some runestones, and we'll finish in a flower garden. That's the plan. Runestones from hundreds of years, Viking stones.
Pretty cool.
So I hope you guys enjoy it. If you got questions, ask them. We'll answer. But it's a walk show. If
As
you're new
well as
around
we
here,
can.
we walk and talk.
Yep.
We got a real suite here. You want anything known? Put the question. Will you lead the way?
Yeah.
I got a
Come
question.
on.
I got a question. A lot of red buildings in Sweden. What's all that about?
This particular red is called Falu red, and Falu is like kind of up north in Sweden.
Falun.
Falun. So we call it Falu rödfärg, and it's very typical Swedish, especially in the countryside and like the slightly older parts.
Oh yeah.
You get all these like timbered red houses with white windows. And
It's a very popular Swedish look,
Yeah.
isn't it? Should we show the rabbit again? I think I wrote it
You're
in my
fascinated.
I wrote it in my own book that I love the rats in Paris because it's all we've got for animals. For you guys new around here, I'm from
Let's get
Australia.
the
Yeah.
cobblestone.
And there's so many animals in Australia, but none in
Look at
Paris
these.
or
Shoes for-
Stockholm. These are pretty big cobblestones. That's about
Imagine
half
putting
a
all
finger.
these down. That's a lot of work.
Hello from Hungary. Hello from California, Oklahoma. We got 60 people watching.
Great.
Keith and Yoshiko, great to see you. Yep. Anyone else in an exotic location? Lucy loves your grease motorbike jacket, Lina, and Maria loves your hair. You got
Oh.
some fans here. Look at that
My
building.
hair. Oh, the light is nice.
Long Island, New York, not very exotic. I tend to disagree, Leslie. That sounds very exotic to me.
Yeah, me too.
And Toulouse. I've got a fun fact for you guys who've read my book. I wrote a lot of it, and I mean a lot of it, in this cafe. I found
Called
that
the Blue Cat.
I almost put a little note in the front or the back thanking them. Let's see if we can look in here. You can just kind of see the reflection, really. Anyway, like when I'm in Paris and working on the podcast and everything, I find it kind of hard to focus on writing the book. But when I come over to Sweden for whatever, I found it a lot easier to write a lot. So I wrote a lot of the book in there. Look in the background. It's no city hall in Paris, the Hôtel de Ville, but it's
Quite charming.
it's not so bad.
It's quite charming.
City hall, the town hall of Mariefred. Did we even mention where we are?
Yes. we
Good.
did.
So that's a library now, and we went in there the other day. It's really beautiful. Ah, look at this.
Nej men hej! Hej, är det mer?
You guys can hear some Swedish in the background. Let's have a little listen.
Han filmar...
I'll speak Swedish too. Listen to this. Det är en direktsändning också, så det är 61 personer som kollar på oss nu.
Ja, spännande.
Jag ska inte visa er, oroa er inte.
Ni mår bra i alla fall.
Jättebra. Ni också.
Hur länge blir ni hemma då?
I'll leave them to it. There's a fun fact. Bet you didn't know I spoke Swedish. Language ambience. I love that. The idea of a background. Hey, there she is.
Hello.
Where are we up to?
We are up to, this is called the big street, the long street.
Yeah, this. Should we go down a little bit, or we going to turn left? We'll go down. So this is the main drag. This is it. Welcome.
Pretty cute.
And it's this is about as busy as it gets as well. Do you want to stand on my right hand side?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. So
Yeah,
Oh.
this is
Hey.
about it. Doesn't really get bigger than this.
all
It gets a
pedestrian.
little
here.
bit busier, especially in the summer.
We can give a shout out to this place.
Oh yeah.
Two good things.
Best coffee in town. It
Great
feels
coffee
like
shop.
I'm
I've been hey.
there. Lycka till på resan hem.
Tack så
Ja,
mycket.
så mycket.
She said, "Have a great trip." It's like a real village community here. Everybody knows.
Yes, it's very cute.
And what the elderly couple that Lina was speaking to, they knew what we were doing because they read about us in the local paper, which is a story we're yet to share with you, but it's very funny. And I'm going to share it with you soon. Now, this way? Should we go down past that through that garden? Was that the idea?
Yeah, the garden is nice, but the garden is on the other side. Maybe we can cut through.
Okay.
We can just go back. I don't know.
I'm not sure either. The other thing is, I think it could be kind of fun to do choose your own adventure with the audience.
Oh yeah.
Look at this. It's not a candy shop anymore.
No.
What is
No,
the town
I
name?
think
Mariefred.
So it's Mariefred.
Comes from the name Mary in peace.
Yeah. So Fred in Swedish is peace.
And there's a lot we've got to say about it because, well, we'll get to it. Where's
Well,
this?
actually, I know why it's called Mariefred. So
Please
the
tell.
Mariefred, Marie Peace is it comes from because it was a what do you call it monastery here.
Oh yeah.
In the 1400s, I think.
Yeah, this is a very, very old town. Shall
Yeah.
should we
And it was Pax Maria was the name of. Yeah.
we'll go this way. What I'm not showing you on purpose, to the right is stunningly beautiful, and we're taking a slightly uglier version because I want to show the cool end bit in all its glory. Now, something
Okay,
I'm
we're
gonna,
just on the backside of the supermarket.
Yeah.
No, it's not very charming.
let's see some questions here. Do Swedes say hey to everyone they pass? Ask Debbie.
No, but in smaller towns, sure, why not? I kind of like it.
Yep, True.
Yeah.
I see there's not many cars. It says l'esprit of the 80s and the 90s. Well, there's 4 for you.
I think they probably belong to the staff in supermarkets.
A lot of what have I missed? Language ambience. Careful, you'll turn that cafe into a tourist destination, says Carl. Well, maybe that would be good. Check this out.
Wax.
This is a beautiful little building.
Yeah. So this is one adorable bed and breakfast. I can do a little shout out.
Yeah.
It's called Skomakargården. So it's called a cobbler house, and they have a little bed and breakfast, and it's just adorable.
And just so if everyone's got their bearings, that's the church that we started at. So we're probably going to walk for about half an hour. If you've got a friend that you think might like this, get them on board, because then you're breaking in.
Don't want to break in.
Okay, so we go this way. Yeah, send them a text. You know, I'm always interested in growing this show. But hey, look, we got a cozy little crowd here today. 75 people, not so bad
Not so bad.
for Sweden on a Paris channel.
Yeah, sure. I like this one.
The sun's perfect. This is going to be such a nice walk for you guys, I think. Oh yes, autumnal colors.
Yes.
So just a quick note on Paris. We're going back tomorrow.
You see how crooked this is? Like all of this.
Yeah, that's true.
Amazing.
Can you see there at home? Hello, Jody. She says it's beautiful. She says hello to both of us.
Super charming. Hey.
Pink Cadillac says thanks. And Maria says, look at those colors. American spelling.
Colors.
For Maria is American.
Of course.
Pat also loves the colors. Lynn wants to know, do we need a car to get here from Stockholm? There's public transport. You can get here in 40 minutes.
Yeah. Easy.
Tell the residents we say hi.
Will do.
So this is the hotel. This is the oldest inn in the country. And that's, I don't know how old it is.
It's from 1600 something.
Okay, so
So it's
people
the
have been
old,
coming
still
here
working one.
forever. And there's a strong royal connection, which is why there's a castle that we're going to see in a second. And then, so we've done the loop of the main part of town now. There's the church. This is where Lina walked along those cobblestones, glid along.
That's very kind of you.
While it was still sunny and beautiful on our wedding day.
Yes.
Oh, the less said about the rest of the day, the better. I think a lot of people know. We're about 50 kilometers south, I think, southwest of Stockholm. Or,
Yeah, basically straight west.
yeah, or 40 minutes in a train, 50 minutes to drive.
So where we're going now, you can show this old sign. So this is one of the old, what do you call it, garden? Like the little
It's not really, I guess
cluster of houses that belongs to one person. What would you say? Like a,
it's definitely not a garden.
no. It's like a homestead?
You guys know what we mean. It's like
So here,
a collection of
anyway,
houses.
yeah,
There's a word for it, I don't know.
in this particular one, it's been everything from like saddle makers to they colored yarns
Yep,
and
leather.
of leather, everything. Watchmakers, bread bakers.
This is
you
old,
get it.
old. In fact, we were talking to the guy today, because everyone talks to each other in this village. And this is, I think, was he being serious? They're making a toilet, just a
Yeah,
private toilet here. But those two big stones in the middle, he said, are from the monks' time of,
yeah,
what, 400, 600 years ago?
yeah, from 1400.
1400, okay, goodness, okay. And then, yeah, this is the garden of the Gordon.
Exactly.
Gordon.
So here they grow the traditional. Well, it's like everything from vegetables to herbs to apples and just nice flowers.
And
really.
still pretty, well, fairly colourful now.
So
But in
this
summer, you'd be bowled over by this, I think.
So this one growing on the tree is called humle. I don't know what it is in English, but you make
Hummel.
mead. You make mead and beer from it.
Really?
Yeah.
Hops? Is it hops?
Maybe. So it's got these little like you see like sort of.
Isn't there a
Tiny
theme on
little-
these walk shows that you're a bit of a botanist?
Is it?
Wasn't that something that happened? Look, here's very classical Swedish houses here. And there's a few questions, I'll get to them in a second.
So here you see all the herbs.
Well, I'll come into it, I'll walk into it. And this is very typical of Sweden, that everything's kind of open and accessible. The whole country's like this, really,
So this,
essentially.
yeah, this little plot of land here is culture preserved, so anyone can go in here.
And we will. And Jim McPherson confirms, I think he's a big beer fan actually, that it was hops indeed.
Ah, it's hops, right.
Oh, little lavender there.
It smells nice.
If only we had smell-o-vision, folks. But we don't. It hasn't been invented yet. Only for Patreon supporters.
Yeah.
I run the smell-o-vision. Houblon in French, says Pat. Now, someone asked what this body of water is that we'll get to. It's called Lake Malaren. Malaren, it kind of looks like if you want to write it down. And here are some Swedish apples. So we must be under an apple tree. What's this?
Well, they part of this, he told me, the guy who works here, they kept horses, but I think it's changed a little bit as well.
The rotten apples are to keep the Swedish evil trolls away. For the people asking the name of the town, write it down now. Mariefred. We're not sponsored by them.
No.
Don't care. We're just doing it. And Daisy, I have no idea why that's there. You?
No.
Okay.
My guess is that it would have been like an old boat or something.
So I think the particularly observant viewers while I'm showing this apple tree might see something in the background that looks like a castle. And that's exactly what we're heading towards.
Yeah.
We'll show you it up close and personal. Don't worry about that. And as we get out towards the... I'll walk around it.
Sure.
As we get out towards the water, I'll look at your questions. Is rhubarb? Pretty cool, huh? So this isn't the kind of village where people will go and steal rhubarb, I'd say. So someone asked, let's get this elephant in the room out of the way. How's the coronavirus situation? I'll answer it once and then we won't go on about it because it always brings the mood down, I think.
Yeah.
It is... This is the one country where it kind of like looks like it doesn't exist. You won't see any masks anywhere. Everything is pretty much normal except there's a lot of hand sanitizer around and so on, right?
Yeah.
Anything else I can say about that? What was I saying? The other thing about the coronavirus is, lots of hand sanitizer and, you don't get too close to people. I think they got limits on how many people are in a group and stuff like that. But as you'll see, if we see someone wearing a mask, I'll be very surprised. Oh.
So there's a steam ferry that, what do you call it, docks moors?
Yeah, sure.
There, and it goes to Stockholm. Takes a couple of hours because it's pretty slow.
And this was
But
the
it's
first year in 80 years that it didn't go because of the coronavirus pandemic, which is absolutely the last thing I'm going to say about it. What a beautiful and quaint place to visit.
Local dudes, local kids.
So here's the Lake Malaren.
Yeah.
Is rabbit stew frowned upon, asked Ron?
It's not common here.
I don't think we're going to do it now, Ron. And Jen O asks us, it's really cold in the winter. Yes. In fact, I'll share later a picture of this very view from the other side. Where it's almost all ice. Let's go down here. I think Lina wants to show us something.
Look, a swan family. Can you see
Oh
that?
yeah. See if I can... In fact, the picture I'm going to share later has lots of swans in it too. So when we got married here, the day or the weekend that we got married, there was a big, I don't know what you'd call it, regatta?
Yeah.
Where all these old wooden boats from hundreds of years old were parked, moored all the way along where we're about to walk, which is this bit. And I don't know, it added a bit of magic to the day, didn't it?
It was really beautiful.
Speaking of wooden boats,
Vintage yachts. Amazing.
there's a nice one.
Yeah, this one is my dad's. And we've been sailing on it this summer. It's pretty fun.
Yeah, he bought it
cheap.
an old rundown boat
Yeah.
and fixed it up.
Yeah.
And we sailed through the Göta Canal, which
Exactly.
is the Göta Canal.
Yeah, so lots of docks. No, not docks. What do you call it? Locks. So many locks go up and down, up and down, up and down. And then finally he took it here.
And it gave us
This is
the urge to try and do the same thing in the, what's the one in France? The beautiful one in the
Canal
south?
du Midi?
Yes, Canal du Midi.
Yeah, that would be such an adventure. Imagine that.
Does everyone learn how to sail in Sweden, wonders Lucy?
It's a lot of water, so
That's true, especially
a lot
around
of
these
people learn how
parts.
to sail and ski, and we get mounted. There's so much nature, so that sort of activity is pretty common. it's nothing we learn in school, you know. But
It's not a subject. It's not like maths,
sailing.
chemistry, sailing.
No.
Look at that old boat out there. That looks like something from
wow.
Dar es Salaam or something.
Amazing.
Look at that shot. If I had a better zoom on my camera,
I love it.
that's not so
With the
bad.
red sails. Isn't that when they have like the pest, the black
The plague. Okay, now we're heading towards the castle
Yes.
via some rune stones. But there's the castle, the old king's
Let's
castle,
go.
officially still the royal residence of the Swedish royal family.
Yeah, so a lot of like the royal activities and events, they have it here. So they have some of the noble peace, whatever
The
things.
peace, is it?
They have activities like Malala came here with the Queen. And
Did Obama come here
did
once?
some, well, not here, but
What's the cost of living like there? Looking to escape the USA, says Pink Cadillac 42. I think it's kind of similar to Paris.
yeah, it's
Pretty. There's a lot of
I
similarities.
don't really
So,
notice a big difference between the two, economy-wise.
do people there sail with a small boat towed behind the main boat? Wonders Carl. Did we see a small boat towed behind the main boat?
Yeah, on the bigger
Oh, that
one.
one. Yeah, maybe they do. But look, there's another one over there. Yeah, I guess it's a thing.
Yeah, it's like if you put down an anchor and you need to get into shore.
But not everyone has one, by
But
the looks
not
of it.
like my dad's boat, for example. You don't need it.
There's the church again. I really want to get to the top of it, but apparently the stairs are too rickety,
Yeah.
they said. At least that's what I think they said. Okay, here we go. Now we're going to walk through these trees over to the beautiful old castle, past the rune stones, which Lina's going to decipher for us,
Don't promise too much.
and then into the beautiful flower garden where we'll finish.
Yeah. Oh, look at these guys.
They don't care, do they?
Look, this one is green and that one's blue. Wow.
They really don't care.
Nope, they don't.
Rather like the pigeons in Paris.
Yeah. We have ducks.
They always tow a small boat in Norway as well,
Ah,
says Carl. He's always wondered why. You sound like a well-travelled man, Carl.
I guess it's like, it's easier, you know? It's a nifty little boat. Just pop in and out. Maybe. What do I know?
What do we know?
What do I know?
We don't own a
I
boat.
don't have a big boat.
No.
Uh-uh.
Carl being used as escape dinghy in emergencies, says Pat. There you go.
Yeah.
Now,
Sounds reasonable enough.
you are. What else did I have to say?
Well, I know for a fact that you read up on at least a castle.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know if you have any fun facts to give
Put me on
as
the
we
spot.
approach.
I've got a fun fact
Yeah,
about
sometimes you
about.
put people on the spot.
That's
You know,
true,
your
I
guests
usually
and
do.
that. So I thought, nice.
I thought though what I'd say while we're walking on this beautiful harbour bit here is if you're new around here and you don't know what's going on, could happen.
Fair enough. Very possible.
I'm a podcaster. I run a show about Paris called The Eiffel Tower. I come to Sweden a lot because Lina's Swedish. We got married here.
Aw.
We've been here for a little while now because unfortunately we've had 4 weddings and a funeral,
Yeah.
more or less.
Yeah, it turned out that way. So it was better to stay put, we figured, than to travel back and forth.
It wasn't 4 weddings and a funeral, but it wasn't far off.
No.
Fun story for one day. I was is it called the host? Toastmaster?
Yeah, the Toastmaster.
We were the
host.
Toastmasters for a Swedish wedding yesterday in Swedish.
Yeah. And guess what? It was held in a Western saloon.
Which I think,
I mean,
if
that's
you heard the
crazy.
podcast I did the other day about Swedish people, the one we did the other day about weird things about the Swedes, one of them was that they love Americana.
love. There's such an Americana culture in
Yeah.
Sweden.
And this had a very strong
Oh,
theme, which
big
is probably,
time.
I think maybe.
They had like in the saloon, it was a big, what do you call the back part of a car? Anyways, it was that. With the Texas number plate and
Oh
like,
yeah.
they had big bull horns and
I think
you know,
they
it's not
wanted
like
me as
cowboy.
Toastmaster because they thought I was like English speaking.
yeah, they're like, oh, he's basically a cowboy.
Anyway, that's a story for another day. But
Yeah.
so yeah, I'm a podcaster about Paris, and since I've been in Sweden, I kind of had the itch to do some stuff as well. So the only thing I ask if you enjoy this video is follow the Earful Sweden on Instagram, where I've been putting up pictures and stuff. That's all I ask.
It's not bad.
There's a link below. Now we're in the trees. Woo!
See?
Oh. I've been looking at the comments. I like Oliver in a knitted cap. Oh yeah, okay. Any loose candy stores in this town?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Jen.
There's
I think we
one
walked past one, didn't we?
especially- Yeah, but we forgot to point out. There's one especially dedicated to loose candy.
Oh, lots of comments have been coming in here. Lynn, believe it or not, might join Pink Cadillac 42 and living in Sweden.
Yes.
Do you find Swedes among the
Yeah.
happiest people in the world? The Danes and the Finns are meant to be.
Yeah,
Finns
pretty
aren't
jolly.
happy, are they? The Finns definitely aren't happy.
Wow.
They're pretending. They're all hard rock and vodka and stuff, aren't they?
Yeah,
But
they
yeah,
have
they're pretty
sauna
happy.
culture, which is nice.
The Swedes have a lot to be happy about, I think.
So this is called the Castle Pavilion.
Did we walk past all the? Can we go this way just for a sec?
Sure.
Show those old. Oh, is it? Oh yeah, it's just through here. Okay, quick deviation to show you guys something cool. And France with Vero is watching.
Hey.
Bonjour.
Bonjour.
Bonjour. Ça va? Et toi? Ah, c'est moi.
Pas mal. Are we having a little fake conversation with her? Yeah. So,
Ollie H is watching. Who's that? Love to see your smiling faces. Fun to see the sights you wrote about in your book. Yeah, I did write about it. Thanks so much for reading the book. There's a whole scene in this town.
whole scene?
A whole scene.
Oh, scene.
The wedding, remember?
Oh yeah.
We got married.
I forgot about that.
So we're off script now. We're just going to show you a little, a cool little,
Little extra.
what is the word? Steam train station.
Yeah. So this steam train runs in the summertime, like the summer part of the year, and it goes from the main train station to here to another cute castle.
Someone wrote inviting. Speaking of inviting, the gate just opened for us.
I think it's the Mariefred ghost. Ghost of.
We won't
King's Pass.
we won't dwell here. Hang on. This is just a little look.
Yeah.
It is peaceful. Someone said this is peaceful. I think it was Vero. So she's sitting there answering us.
Oh, nice. Yeah, so that's the little train station where you get your old-fashioned tickets.
It's such a. I shared a picture of this on that Instagram the other day. It's so beautiful.
Yeah,
It's so cool.
it's pretty charming.
So this town is old, and we're gonna get into the old part of it now. Viking runestones for all you guys just tuning in.
That's the plan.
Someone else watching from Chicago. Christine loves trains.
I'd love to go to Chicago.
Oh man, we were meant to be there for the book tour. Jen wants to know my favorite Swedish food is probably the chocolate. Oh, I love the chocolate. They make such good chocolate.
And the buns. You love the
Oh,
cinnamon
I love the cinnamon buns. I put on about 40 pounds.
Oh my god.
No, I have not.
He's
so
wearing a
nice.
corset for you now.
This is it's nice getting all your comments, folks. It's nice, feels like you're here with us. Someone once sent in a message to me. They go, gosh, I watched one of your walk shows and all you did was answer people. I was like, that's the whole point, you fool.
But of course.
Otherwise, there's no point in doing it live. That's the
Oh,
whole
you know
thing.
What? When we walk
Interactive.
past here, it smells like meatballs.
That's smell-o-vision for the Patreon.
How typical is
They
that?
see the meatball version.
Yeah, so all you at home, just run to closest IKEA and grab some meatballs.
Pat wants to know if the chocolate here is better than Belgium. No, definitely not.
I doubt
The
it.
Belgian chocolate is famous and good. Like, don't get me wrong. I should be careful what I say. The Swedish chocolate isn't like world class. It's just very tasty.
Yeah.
I love it. Here's something else I love about Sweden. Okay, check this out. You've got the sign, whatever, in Swedish. Welcome to the Gripsholms Castle, Slottis Castle. But look at this. They've got it in English, and look at this. They've even got it in German. And I was at a museum the other day in Stockholm, and I saw, I think it was 8 languages they had the signs in.
Yeah.
But look, here you go. Quick read through. The story of Gripsholm began when Bo Jonsson Grip, that's why it's called Gripsholm, had his stronghold built here at the end of the 1370s. Grip was one of the most powerful men in the country and controlled estates, castles, blah, 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 blah. He donated the entire estate, land, and stronghold to a monastery, as we said. Pax Mariae, which gave Mariefred its name. Today, Gripsholm is a museum and also has part of the state portrait collection of 4,500 works. Blah, 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 blah. It represents the majesty of the king. Sweden has a king. How about
Yes.
that?
The
Literally,
king.
Sweden has a royal family.
Who knew?
And
Is that something that people know?
here's the thing. Do people care?
I don't know.
Here's
I don't
what we
know.
do.
we care? I'm not sure.
Here's what we do. You guys have to write before we do anything more. I don't care or I care about the fun fact that Sweden has a royal family. I just want to say a general.
They're an interest.
I care, I don't care. And then I kind of read in the room a little bit. Sondra sends in $20 and says, "You're amazing." Oh, thank you so much.
Aw, that's super
kind of you. And Jim as well does the
my
exact same thing as I did. Bye, ladies and anniversary flowers, you return to Paris. Oh, that's great. And that's what we used to do in the pub quizzes. We'll support the local Paris communities that are open through these trying times.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jim. That's super kind
exactly
of you.
what we'll do.
We'll go buy
can't wait.
flowers.
Cannot wait.
Maria as well. Enjoy your last day in Mariefred. Thanks for introducing me to such a lovely town. Definitely have to visit them. Thanks, Maria. And when you come here, send me a message. In fact, everybody can do this, but especially you, Maria. And I'll make sure they put down the red carpet for you.
Yes, my parents will probably do.
And Lynn says, remember to like this video. It's true. There's 90 people watching, but only 40 likes. Oh no, I forgot to look at the care and don't cares. Hang on. Let's have a look.
Okay.
I care.
They all care?
Every single person cares.
Okay, great. So now we have
Why
a
didn't
special
they-
little treat for
Why
you.
didn't anyone say I don't care?
Well, maybe they just care. Okay, we have a special treat.
Special
coming up.
treat?
Yes, we have a special treat.
The castle, obviously.
An ancient, bloodthirsty
What?
treat.
No.
Yes. Soaked in drama and,
Oh no.
and mead.
Ah! Soaked in drama and me. Hey, I just saw someone, I missed it. Someone said, remind me the name of your book. My book is called Paris on Air. And I just want to say this clearly. If you're going to buy it from my website, not anywhere else, because I still got stock. And it helps me so much more. TheEiffelTower.com. That's a /memoir. TheEiffelTower.com/memoir. Now, this is the treat that Lena was talking about. What? Whoa, look at that beautiful tree in the background too. What is this?
This is a runestone.
A Swedish runestone?
Year 1000. So, 1,000
This-
years old.
So literally, guys, this isn't a remake or something. This is an official, I think it's from 1100. And they found it under the castle that we're about to walk to. And I always wonder why these aren't in museums.
Oh no, it's from 1000. Is that 1100?
Oh no, you're right, okay.
Year 1000.
1000-talet. Okay, you're right. It's 100 years older than I thought. Now, this is where I'm going to put you on the spot, Lena. People are still saying I care. And does Sweden have its own currency? It has Swedish kronor, Swedish crowns.
Yeah.
So if you can see, I don't know if you can really tell, it's kind of like a winding.
So it's kind of like a snake coming up here.
So one thing I really love about Swedes is they learn sailing in school apparently, but they also learn how to read.
Runes.
Yeah, and the church bells you hear are from the church where we started, so it must be, 6 o'clock?
Yeah, something like that.
So I wondered if you could translate it for us. Not into Swedish though,
Okay.
or Viking-ish.
All right, I'll do my best.
Okay, I'm gonna
So
show.
we start here.
Okay, I'll follow your hand.
It says Helljulv.
How about you look at the camera and I'll go along and you translate it, so you don't need to
Okay,
point.
so Helljulv and Ölv, those are two names. So that's like two Viking names. Helljulv and Ölv.
Am I too fast?
No, it's good. You can go a little bit faster.
Okay.
They had this stone was raised, put here in memory of their brother. Okay, brother.
Is that his name there?
Ketilmund. Another name.
Ketilmund. Which bit was Ketilmund? Point?
Ketilmund.
Oh, okay.
And built a bridge in memory of Soma, their mother. But Brune.
Is that a name?
The Brune, yes, that's
Okay.
another Viking name. Her brother carved the stone. That's essentially what it says.
So, okay.
So Brune carved the stone, and it's all for their mother and the other two
Hang
brothers.
on! You're reading! She was reading the whole thing! It's in English as well! Shame! Shame on you! Shame! Everybody! I don't know, did they? Did you guys fall for that?
I thought it was pretty convincing.
Let's see.
But you know what? Actually, we did learn rune script.
Yeah.
Script?
Yeah.
Script?
Yeah.
In school.
I could
But
tell.
not like I actually can read it, but we learned how to write our names in it.
Leslie, Laura, Lynn, they all fell for it. You're an honest crowd. I like that. I did fall for it. I'll never trust Lina again, says Carl. And Mike says LMAO. But the truth is, guys, that out of the 2 runestones that we're going to show you,
It was the uncool one.
that was the uncool one.
Yeah, this is the cool one.
Debbie says Lena's a good liar. Watch out. To be fair, I'll be honest with you guys. I helped script that little joke, so maybe I'm the good liar here. This one is even more beautiful.
This
And
one is
this-
so cool.
And okay, in all honesty, right now, these are from 1,000 years ago.
Yes, no lies. And
They were-
it is what it said.
Yeah, so
Like
she
I
read
said
it.
Yeah, but yes, I faked you.
But this, just so you know, okay, so I've read up on this today. These 2 runestones were found in this castle, and this castle, they began building it in 1300, mid-1350, let's say, around then. For 200 years they built it. There's been a lot of renovations. The other side is much more beautiful. We're going to show you that. But 1820, they found these 2 runestones covered in tar, which is how they're so well preserved, I suppose.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Wow.
And so they brought them out and plonked them here. And this one is really beautiful. I really like this one, but it's a lot more bloodthirsty. So I'm going to show you. And once again, in English. So from the 11th century, I'm not sure if you can see it, but it says, this stone was set up by Tola in memory of her son Harald. He was Ingvar the far-travelled's brother. And this is what it says here. They fared like men. And in the east they died southward. Hang on, maybe it's this way. They fared like men, far after gold. And in the east gave the eagle food. They died southward in Sörkland. Sörkland. And here it says, give the eagle food means to kill enemies. So Ingvar, the far-traveled expedition to Sörkland, is mentioned on nearly 30 runestones in this region. Cool, huh? Isn't that cool?
Really interesting.
Do you guys care about this? You guys caring? Say I don't care if... No, I'm sure you guys care.
I'm sure.
I think, in all seriousness, if you don't enjoy that, you don't enjoy a good live walk and you're in the wrong place. Here we go. Now, which way shall we go?
I'm not sure.
Or should we put it to the crowd?
Yeah, left or right?
Okay, here's what we're gonna round this thing, and the first 5 answers I see is what we'll do. We'll either go left or right. Go for it. Left or right? Left or right? Left or right? Quick. In the meantime, I'll show you around a 360 view. Left, 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 left. Oh my God!
They like the
Why did all of you say left?
What do you call it? Clockwise.
Jen, you must have a different kind of brain to everybody else. Lucy says, storm the castle. Oh, Lucy. You got it. We'll do it.
Alright, left.
I can't
Okay.
believe everybody said left.
So first we have to cross the drawbridge.
And it's a proper drawbridge. Mm-hmm.
Because there's a little moat going on here.
Look at this. Screenshot. Can you take a picture?
Sure.
I've also... how are they protected from graffiti, says Jody. Jody. I don't know, Jody. Maybe they're sprayed with something, but in these kind of towns in Sweden, these little villages, you just don't see much graffiti. Like really, not much. There is some.
It's quite rare.
People are very sensible here. They're very sensible people, aren't they? Look at this.
Sounds so boring.
These are, well, some would say boring.
Boring, sensible, similar thing.
This, so hang on, I didn't really,
Menacing laugh from the duck.
this is,
Did you hear?
yeah. This is where we're going to end up, that bit there. That's the end point. So these are holding the weights down, holding the, you know what I mean, the drawbridge. Okay, but this is, you can go in here and look, and there's something we're going to show you that Lina has a picture of from inside.
Oh yeah, show it now.
I think we should show it now. So
Alright.
I'll tell you the story to feed how stupid this is, and then you're going to show it. Oh, maybe we'll just get a little bit info first. The door, I mean, so you can go in here and look. There's all the portraits, as I read from that other sign. I'll give you the real quick look here. The history of the castle goes back to the 1380s when a fortified building was first erected on the island by the Lord High Chancellor Bo Jonsson Grip, from whom the castle takes the name. Holm means islet. It says the present castle was built by Gustav Vasa, there's a name we'll talk about later, in the late 1530s. Since then, several subsequent alterations and additions have been made, particularly by Gustav III in the late 18th century. I think that's enough.
Yeah.
At the end of the 19th century, the castle went through yet another thorough restoration. Sorry, I just didn't want to show text because I thought it'd get a bit boring. So at the top of that is a clue for the funny thing I'm going to tell you guys now. Do you see that? Not the flag, but the lions? Yes? Okay, so I'm going to build this up and then we're going to end with the picture.
The crescendo.
I haven't been looking at the comments for a second while we get going. As the story goes, that I understand, and I'm doing my version of the story. You can Google it. I don't care. I tell it better than the internet. I think there's the facts. The facts.
Yeah.
So one of the kings, let's say Gustav Vasa.
Sure.
Someone went traveling, probably on some crusade or something, to Africa. And what did they find in Africa but exotic animals?
Amazing.
So one of them finds a lion, shoots it, or bow and arrows it, whatever, kills the lion, and they're like, we should send this back to the king. Should we go this way so we get a better view? I'm going to send this lion back to the king. Obviously they had to gut it and just send the skin back. So they send this, I was zoomed in that whole time. Oh yeah, little home.
Yeah. Let's see what it says.
Very peaceful.
Oh, this is called a love, what do you call it?
A love islet.
Love islet.
Oh. Well, I'm going to get on with my story. It's better than the Love Islet one. So they send back the skin, the hide of this lion to the king. And the king looks at it. He goes, this is fantastic. We need to stuff this and put it on display. And so he gives it to the taxidermist. And the taxidermist takes one look at it and goes, what the heck? This is nothing like anything I've seen before. I don't really know what to do for the eyes.
Is it a big dog?
Is
What
it?
is it?
Yeah. How fat do I make it? In fact, I don't know why I've got this job at all. I'm not very good at taxidermy, but look, the king asked for it, so I better, do my best. So this guy stuffs this lion, hands it to the king, who's very impressed and proud. The king puts on display where it is today up in one of these top windows, and it is the stupidest stuffed lion in the history of the world. So stupid that
It's very beloved. His local icon.
so stupid that the eyes that he made it with his tongue sticking out and stupid teeth and stupid eyes, and you're about to see it. Lena's got the picture up. Are you ready for this?
Oh my god. It's so good. It doesn't get old.
Can I get in on it? Look at his face.
He's cross-eyed and he's got
What?
human teeth.
So they put a wooden tongue, human teeth. He kind of is a bit rotten, I think.
Yeah.
And that is the story of the Gripsholm lion.
Yep, world
The
famous.
stupidest lion he looks like the lion from The Wizard of Oz.
Oh yes,
He's equally
it
as
does.
convincing.
Equally ridiculous.
So there you go, you can visit that if you pop in there, and it's probably cost about 100 kroner to get in there,
Yeah,
or
10
10 euros-ish. And it's probably,
Yeah, the portrait collection is really good. Really, really nice.
I was going to say it's probably really good, but I've been in there, it is really good. So remember that sign said there's been extensive renovations. You can see that that side of the church, that side of the castle is a little bit different. We'll get a bit closer to that. How's this for armchair travel, guys? You enjoying this?
I find it
Are you
relaxing.
enjoying it?
Yeah.
I imagine this would be quite nice to put up on the TV and just watch,
Yeah.
like a Norwegian slow TV.
So here's the little harbour where we looked at the boats.
Oh yeah, we've done a full
Before?
circle.
And yeah, obviously the church
Yeah.
and the little village.
And Lina was telling me before that the water is, I think the word is brackish in English.
Yeah, we call it brekt.
Yeah.
So it means that it's a lake, but it's connected to the sea.
I think
So
I've drank
it's-
this water before.
Oh dear. So it's a little bit salty, a little bit sweet.
Just like you and me.
It's salty.
So Debbie says this walk is quite enjoyable. I wonder if she means, yeah, quite enjoyable. Or if she means
Nah.
quite enjoyable.
I think so. I think the other one.
It was one of the three Deborahs. Here is the castle. All you guys picked to go left. The truth is the view is better from the right, when I think about it.
Yeah, but we can show that anyways.
Yeah, we'll show you when we get around there.
So
Amy
here-
says she's watching it on a TV. It's like a movie. Amy Keeney. How many times do you watch a movie where they say your name? Amy Keeney!
Very keen. Have a little look at these old window holes. I find them really fascinating, and there's no history about them. Why are they crooked? And look
Hang
at the
on,
one
whoa.
up there.
I bet there is history about
Well, I haven't been. I googled it.
it. Did you actually?
Yeah, I did. I
There's
couldn't.
no
I couldn't.
history about
I
it.
couldn't figure it out.
There's got to be something about him.
Yeah, couldn't figure it out.
It is weird that they didn't.
Yeah, look. It's not even they're the same ones. And they're super crooked. What's going on? So weird. So if anyone's better at Googling than I am, which is probably very easy to be, please let us know.
Googling is so boring. Don't let Google get in the way of a good story, I say.
Yeah.
Right? You can't
What do
just
you
sit on
think the
Google
story
all the
is?
time.
Earthquake?
What, are you talking specifically about the filled in upside down ones?
Yeah. The crooked ones.
I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what it reminds me of? You know what it reminds me of? You know when you see like a mouse and they've grown a human ear on its back? I think they're growing a window to put elsewhere.
This is so weird.
It's like once it's finished growing, they'll put it over on this side. That's the best answer you guys are going to get today because we're not going to Google it. Here are some old cannons pointing out to sea. Geography question, Lina. What happens if you just jump in a boat and go that way?
Stockholm.
Stockholm, the capital city. The Stockholmers call it the capital of Scandinavia. A bit brash.
It's very, yeah.
A bit brash.
Wow.
You're a Stockholmer, Lina.
No, I feel guilty for
Is
that
it
one.
the capital
I
of
don't
Scandinavia?
take any responsibility for that one.
You're the
No,
expert.
I think Copenhagen is really cool. And it's more,
You can be lynched for saying that in Stockholm.
yeah, I know, but you know, I really do think it's very cool. And it's further down south, obviously, so closer to the rest of Europe. I think maybe it makes more sense. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. Stockholm is beautiful though.
I'm going to record that little bit that you just said.
Really.
Send it to the king.
I'd be lynched.
You will be
I'd
lynched.
be expelled.
Okay. What are we looking at now?
Alright, so
The
we are
crooked windows are
down-
called witch windows.
What?
Are you serious, Ellen, or are you messing with us? Witch windows.
Which windows?
Maybe there's a coat of arms in them. Says.
Still, they're like weirdly crooked.
How do you
know?
suppose you
Super
pronounce this
weird.
name? Yantin?
Jantine? Yeah. Maybe.
That's a new name around these parts. Okay, this is the beautiful side of the church as far as I'm concerned. Yantin.
Yeah, and it gets better the further along we go.
Jantine. Ah, well. Really nice. That. We're too low to see it, but that's the shape of a crown.
Yeah, you can see it from the windows.
The witch windows?
Which?
Which windows? Okay. Oh gosh, we're nearing the end of our walk already. This all went too quickly. That's the end of the walk. That way. Where it's white at the end. So if you've got things you want to ask about or comment, now's the time.
Mm-hmm.
Are you looking forward to being back in Paris tomorrow?
I am.
Me too.
It's gonna be really nice. Can't wait.
Wish we were staying in Sweden longer. These walking tours have been terrific, says Lynn. Well, here's something you probably don't know about me and Lina, is that we pop over here not that often,
Once in a while.
but we usually
once
don't
in a
make
while.
we don't usually make a big deal about it.
No, and we usually don't stay so long.
It's often for like Lina, like this time, like a wedding or a funeral or to stock up on chocolate or that kind of thing.
This house is incredible. I call it the Gatsby house.
The Gatsby house.
It's privately owned by, it's just a family living there.
By Gatsby the Great. So now there's some nice flowers coming up. A winter walk in the snow would be great. Well, yeah, we could do that. So I thought, so my logic was, by the way, I come over to Sweden a lot. I usually just sit and twiddle my thumbs a little bit. I thought, why not? Like, I love Sweden. I got a strong connection here. Why not make something of it? So at the moment, there's an Instagram account, and I was thrilled. 1,100 followers in
That's
2 weeks.
amazing. Wow. Well, that's a clear interest, I think.
That's at least 1,000 people. That's crazy if you think about it. If 1,000 people were in that chateau behind us,
Yeah. It'll be a party.
it would be a real party. Are you
Okay.
taking the camera?
Yeah, I'm going to show you a cool angle, and I have not rehearsed this. So let's see.
You have to
Oh,
answer the
yeah.
comments as well.
Look at that.
You're in charge.
Not bad. Okay, I'm going to show you some nice poppies. These are my favorites.
Are you going to steal flowers again, like before?
What are you talking about?
I am kidding.
God.
I am kidding.
Okay.
Answer some questions.
Beautiful wildflowers. Wondering what the next earful extension might be. Love red poppies. Beautiful, beautiful. It is beautiful. I love those ones. And here's a little statue in the middle.
Can we walk on the grass in Sweden?
Well, it doesn't say not to.
I've got a question for you, Lena. Do you know what California's state flower is?
Uh-uh.
The poppy.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Beauty.
Leslie says, beautiful, your artist's eye is coming through. For people who are, I say for people who are new around here, I got a pretty strong feeling it's mostly some familiar faces here. So I probably don't even need to say it, but Lina is at Parisian Postcards on Instagram. She is a hugely talented illustrator and shoe designer and handbag maker. Whoa! A moth just flew into me. Hey, here's a question. Is anyone new around here? If someone's like doesn't know what's going on, say like you can be kind of shy. It's alright. Like me, I don't really know what's going on. It's meant to be a friendly place. We all talk.
Yeah.
Anyone new? No, I think most people
Didn't
are.
you have a fact about the different parts? Did you say it already? So it's quite interesting when you get close. You can see that some parts of the castle, it looks like it's bricks everywhere, but some of the bricks are painted on.
Let's go and see that, and then we're gonna walk through these linden trees to that end spot. So we just walk on the grass here.
Yeah.
In Paris, we'd be chased off the grass.
Well, it's fewer people here, I guess.
Lina makes pretty purses. I have one, says Christy.
Yes, you do, Christine.
And
I hope you like it.
Nola just bought Lina's Saint-Tropez picture. It's lovely.
Oh, thank you.
Lucy says Lina's watercolor videos are fascinating. They are, aren't they? I love
I'll
them
make
too.
some more when I get back to Paris. I have all my proper equipment there.
Are these fake bricks then? They look like
These
it.
are fake bricks, exactly.
Lina, any chance of your bags getting into Printemps?
Yes, we are talking about it, but at the moment it's not so many people in that department store, and it's all on consignment. So I'm kind of a little bit hesitant to
Who was
share
that
my
said that?
limited stock.
Pat, if you want one of Lina's bags, get them from her. Yes, yes, like the book.
Yeah,
You
true.
support the independent creators. Not just for us too, not just for Lina and I. Anyone out there who, you know, makes things. Buy from the source. Right?
Yeah, sure.
I don't
Either way,
think- I
it's
don't
nice
think-
and supportive.
I don't feel like I knew that so well before I started
Yeah.
doing it myself. Anyway, the grass is so green. Great place for a picnic, says Amy.
Yes.
Who's watching on TV? Is there anyone else in the house, Amy? Amy! Amy!
I mean, there's no one around here.
Yeah, that's true. Look,
Oh,
I'll
it's
give you-
nice from this angle.
Oh yeah, this is the angle I wanted to show you.
This is
You know, someone messaged me the other day. They said I turned too quickly and it made them dizzy.
Oh no.
So I turned slow. Oh, Amy's by herself. Okay, great, Amy. I didn't freak out your co-inhabitants, I suppose, if there aren't anyone there.
Look at the colors of that tree. Wow. Super autumnal.
Tanya wants another watercolor demo, Lena.
Ah,
Maybe we should do one on this YouTube channel.
yeah,
That could be cool.
that could be fun.
Okay.
I'm down.
Oh, guys, we're almost at the end. We're gonna walk through that little garden there, and then we're gonna let you get on with your Sundays
Yeah.
wherever you are. If you're watching on the replay,
Thanks for spending this time with us.
yeah, it's
This is
nice.
Fun.
It's really nice that people take the
Fun,
time out and
sociable
comment.
time.
Yeah. Perfect photo, says Maria. You're not making me dizzy today, Oliver. Martha, was it you that said that last time? And then she,
I
if
guess.
it is,
Motion
if it
sickness.
was you, Martha, then she responded, "I've just got your book. I'm looking forward to reading it." I said, "Don't read it too quick. You might get dizzy." Click like, says Lucy with capital letters. It is you, Martha. Well, I hope you enjoyed the book.
So here we're approaching, it's the orangery.
Orangerie.
Orangerie.
And it's beautiful outdoor flowers and a little greenhouse.
Yes. I love this place.
So we'll walk around
So
a little bit.
They put different flowers according to the season. So they have everything from amazing, massive, big white and black tulips,
Mhm.
tulip season. Then they have a rose garden, they have poppies.
They have Scandinavia's worst maze. Here it is. Shall we try it?
Okay.
Let's try Scandinavia's. Which
Try it.
way should I don't know. Man, we're going this way.
And lots of lavender.
Here's a nice compliment for you. Christine says, I started watercolor painting because of your Alliance demo.
Oh, really? Oh, I
Oh,
love
that's
that.
really nice. Okay, well, we're in now.
Okay. I'm freaking.
I think
How?
if we...
How are we
Okay, we'll go that way.
How are we gonna get out?
And Who was it? Second book coming out in the near future, wonders Jen. Yeah, although it takes a little while to write a
Gotta
adult.
gather some stories,
It takes a while
you
to
know?
write an adult book, but some books can come out quicker. That's all I'll say.
Hint, hint.
Boxwood Hedges, another great walk. Can't wait to come back to Sweden, says William. Should we peek into that greenhouse?
Lots of lavender.
A little bit of lavender. A little bit, look at this. It's like Gladiator.
When it's a bit fresher, I've made lavender lemonade. It's really nice.
Really?
Yeah, it turns like pink.
Oh, that
So you
sounds
make
nice.
normal lemonade, but you cook it with lavender in it as well.
Was it stolen lavender, Lina?
It was from here.
No,
Yes,
Lina,
it's true.
this
It's
is
royal.
this is going out to the world.
I know. I feel very bad.
So look, we'll just peek in the windows here, and then we'll get out of here. It looks like a lot of summer plants are in there.
Yeah, they get ready.
Oh. All right. Look, that's it. This is Mariefred. Mariefred, a little town, little village, 50 kilometers out of Stockholm. Absolutely worth a visit. And if you come here,
Say hi to us. No, but
Probably
if
won't be
we
there.
are here, why not?
I see our finish line right there.
Oh yeah. It's a goal line.
Wonderful town, great walk. Thank you so much. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
I hope you all learned
nice.
something. I hope you don't think we're too mean on that runesten, the rune
I
trick.
feel a bit bad. I'm sorry.
I like
I
that
feel a
bit.
bit bad.
I love that you were the evil villain.
I
in that
know.
one.
I know. I was an evil Viking. I guess it's in my blood. What can I do? Not my fault.
All right, then back to Paris for us tomorrow. Here's the finish line I said we'd finish on. If you are one of those people that are new around here, I do these walks very, very often for the people who become members of the Eiffel Tower around Paris. So check it out. There's a link below. Patreon.com/the Eiffel Tower. Otherwise, new episode in about 13 hours from Cara Black, the author.
Oh, exciting. I like her.
Talking about historical fiction set in Paris, Hitler, murder, conspiracies, all in a fictional book. I'll talk to you guys soon. Parisian Postcards, thanks for being on the
Come
show.
and say hi.
And I'll finish with a shot of the castle. Au revoir, or as they say in Sweden,
Hejdå.
hej då!
Hejdå.
Shot of the castle to finish. There you go. Become a patron, y'all. Thanks, Lucy. And thanks to everyone for tuning in. Oh,
See you next time in Paris.
absolutely.